name is Shannon Corey. I'm from Rhode Island originally. I was born in New York City and I spent 10 years in New York City, but I grew up in Rhode Island. I went to college in New York City at Marymount Manhattan College on the Upper East Side. Musical theater primarily. Been sheltered in the musical theater world for a long time, and then I moved to New York City and realized there was a whole underground scene of music that I was never exposed to through high school or my first 2 years of college. So I was this blonde girl moving to New York City, and as soon as I got there, I saw one band play, and I was like, no, man. I cut my bangs and dyed my hair back to my normal color and was like, totally, I'm like a rock chick now.
Dear friend, will I write you today? A bunch of wasted words, 'cause there's nothing I can say to help you in any sort of way. And that's just how it is. I mean, I could remind you of just how much you're loved.
And then got really in the music scene and switched from musical theater to music in '07 and just said, I'm going to solely do music. I worked for Broadway. I worked for the League of American Theaters and Producers, so it was more administrative, but I was, and at shows all the time and in the scene, just not on stage. I had a job at Birdland Jazz Club in Times Square, and the owner caught me playing his Bosendorfer piano, like $40,000-$50,000 piano. And I thought I was fired, and it turned out he just told me to play at one of their open mics on the musical theater open mics on Monday. And so I got up and played Message in a Bottle at an open mic. And from there, he kept like making me go up every Monday and said, okay, now try it this way and try it this way. So that was my first experience performing live, was at Birdland on a musical Monday on a $50,000 Bosendorfer piano.
As I hold your hand, I'll forever watch you sleep. 'Cause you'll never know these moments. You'll never know these moments. No, you'll never understand. Well, now we're in that deal. We're overdue, overdue,
Today because I don't usually have Jameson in the apartment, otherwise I'd get in trouble, but I was quite the advocate of Jameson last night. My friends in New York City, I had my drummer was this guy Robin Lai, and he would make fun of me endlessly about the amount of Jameson I would consume at shows in New York, and he would always tell me, how about we not drink before our show today, or just have one like 4 songs in or something. And I mean, I always find when I wait to drink, the shows are a little bit more controlled. I won't be knocking music stands over or mic stands, but they're not as fun. And I mean, they're fun, but I don't know. I just really like Jameson. Jameson is my go-to drink when I have a show. My bassist Jay used to roll his eyes, just, oh, Shannon. I don't know. I like it. It was fun. It helps my voice.
I don't want to leave now. You know I believe now. Somewhere in the smile he knows don't wanna leave now. You know what I believe now.
Yeah, people say drink whiskey when you're sick or have a hot toddy or something. I think it's just to numb you from the idea that your voice is terrible. I don't think it really helps at all, but I don't know. I should probably not drink so. But yeah, Jameson, you could sponsor me if you'd like. Thank you.
Good.
No, I'd be in so much trouble. Yeah, it's a lyrics to a song I haven't finished. So I had them tattooed into my arm, which my dad fell in love with. No, he didn't. He actually wouldn't let me expose my arm at home ever. Well, I was on the road with Josh Heisel last year, who was opening for unbelievably Stephen Stills, and I got to hang out with them and the band, and Joe Vitale and Kenny Passarelli and I were on a couch, and Kenny was reading my arm, and Joe actually said, if you can't finish it, maybe it's just done. And I never thought about it, like maybe it's just done. So it's done. I have one more verse and I'll just end it there because it's the only song I've never finished. I have a full-length album that I recorded out of New York. And then I just started releasing songs as they were written. So I came out with an EP, and then I came out with a single. And then I came out with a live, sort of just me at the piano in a big hall kind of room thing that me and Robin and Jay, who I was speaking about earlier, from New York City, we just kind of crashed this building and sat at the piano and recorded a bunch of tracks and then just get out of there. So I'm just doing this. It's been in the works for a little while. I had a lot of help. People pre-sold it and donated to it. So it's just being packaged right now. So I have kind of like this collection of all these songs and live tracks, and there's like all these things that I'm compiling into just one finished product right now, actually. So when I go on the road, I have one CD that I can just sell. Everything is on iTunes right now because everything sold in tours in the past couple of years, and I just didn't want to keep reproducing singles and everything.
My head is bad, confusion I confess. My clothes on the floor, but I don't think I know you anymore. Don't waste my time after 6 months of reasons and you're right. I only wanted to make you mine, and now you never know. No, you never know.
My website is shannoncoreymusic.com. My Facebook is facebook.com/shannoncoreymusic. My Twitter is Shannon Corey. And there's a SoundCloud page that I have, which is Shannon Corey 88, which has a lot of live recordings, things I don't release on my website if you guys want to get like behind the scenes stuff. That's it, I think. Thanks for hanging out with Shannon Corey and the VC Mag. You can find them at thevcmag.com.